video is going to be on how to use Filezilla to transfer your web pages from your computer to the Rasmussen web server. So I've already downloaded and installed Filezilla, so if you haven't done that, you'll want to stop the video and go ahead and do that right now. So download and install Filezilla. You should also have the information on the login, your login name and your password that you need for the FTP from the help desk. If you haven't gotten that, you'll need that to use with Filezilla. So let me go ahead and start up Filezilla here. Got it on my desktop. And it takes just a moment, and here we go. If you notice, we got kind of a split screen here. We got our local site, which is your computer, the local computer. This one's mine. And then here we got the remote site, which is will be Rasmussen server. Now, if you've already logged into it, you can go to this quick connect, and you can see I've already put in my information once, so it has it in here. I'm going to go over here to File and go to the Site Manager so you can see the settings that I used for this. If I click on this Rasmussen, I name that Rasmussen, and the host is SOTDUS, and the protocol is an FTP file transfer protocol. The encryption is use plain FTP. The login type is normal. The username will be the username you get from the help desk, and then the password would be the password that you get from the help desk. Once you get that, you can just click on here to connect. You can see it goes through, and it'll say here directory listing successful. So I've come over here. I've created this folder on here. I'm going to create a new folder. Create directory, and I'm going to type this HTML class. Okay, so I have, and in this I'm going to put all the stuff that I have from this class. I'm going to put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And actually, I'm going to change that because I don't want to have that space in there. So let me rename that and just put it without a space. And I'm going to change that without the capitals in there. HTML class, like that. Okay, so no spaces, no capitals. Now on my desktop I have this with capital letters, and I can probably change that to match this also, but I'll usually just open this up and drag stuff into it down here. So going over here, I need to locate my folder, and in the last video we created this module that had one file in it, index.html. Now I could just copy this over. I could create a folder over here called module 1, but I'm just going to drag this whole folder over. It's drag and drop in Filezilla, and drag that over, and now I have module 1 listed underneath this directory that I created, HTML class module 1. And in that module 1, I have that file that we created, index.html. So this is how we transfer files from our computer, or from your own computer, over to the web server on SOTD for Rasmussen. Now, what you need to turn into me is the actual address of the web server, not the FTP address. If you look here at the Site Manager, I get a lot of people wanting to send me this information, and that doesn't let me view your web pages. That's what you use to log in the FTP to transfer your files, because that's a file transfer protocol, and that's what this program uses to transfer the files. So what you actually got to do is go in here to Internet Explorer, and the web address will be sotd.us/, now in my case it's going to be Clyde Gander, and it's going to be my folder HTML class / and I have another folder called module 1, if you remember, module 1, and I could put a slash here and put my index.html, but since index.html is a special file, it'll go ahead and display that. The web server looks for that page, and there it is, Gander's Pottery. And that's why we named the first page, our main page, index.html, because that page is a special name. That has a special file name that web servers always look for that file first, and if it exists, they'll display it. it doesn't exist, it'll get a page not displayed. So, and then you'd have to actually put the name of the file after that as part of your URL. So by naming it index.html, I don't have to explicitly put it up here after the module 1. I could put up here index.html and it display it, but it's not necessary since that's a special name reserved on web servers for the first page. Okay, so it's very important to name your first page, your main page, index.html. All right, well, that concludes this video on how to use Filezilla.